Greeting Acme agents. Welcome to the Acme headquarters. This is going to be a brief tutorial of Carmen Sandiego. My name is Chris from Bluefang Games, and I'm here with Noah, the community manager, who you will be dealing with if you have any issues or things to say in the community. So we're here in the Acme headquarters. This is where most of you are going to be starting your cases. We're going to enter the chief's office by clicking on the chief's door. You can see the chief here in her traditional Carmen attire. We're going to clear out the chief's dialogue, and we're going to see the cases drop to the desk. Clicking on the cases, we'll select a case. You can see we have our cases up here. This is the choose your case text with the timers underneath. The timers will essentially, when they reach 0, they'll refresh the column and the cases are going to move up and take the places. So this empty case slot will be taken up in 5 hours and 27 minutes. So you can see a brief description of all the cases as we roll over them. We can pick this one. Looks like the mascot was stolen from South Korea. The most important thing from this screen is the deadline. The deadline is your case timer, and we're going to explain how that works in a minute. But it's important to note that it's a 3-day, 9-hour case timer. Clicking the check button will confirm our start case, and we're going to be sent to South Korea. When we reach South Korea, you can see the cityscape. The active cities, the active buildings in the city are the buildings with the magnifying glass flashing above them. All the other buildings are not active because they don't have a character outside or the magnifying glass icon. So clicking on the concert hall here, we're going to enter, and we're going to get a clue. You can see right there, this is a city clue, so we're going to know that this is going to lead us to the next city. So I have Noah Googling the answer right now, because that is what most of you are going to do, so probably have to look it up. There are going to be answers that you know off the top of your head and answers that you do not. You can also select the text on the screen, which is great, so you can copy and paste your keywords, if you will, into Google and look it up through that. The other two options we do have a provide incentive button, which will spend an Acme coin, which is the currency here in Carmen Sandiego, and we can get an extra clue. Alright, it looks like he's in Colombia, which I think Noah had already found out. We also have the Ask Friends for Help, which if you click, you will literally be able to post on your wall the clue, which is great. So you can see the clue right there. So we're gonna post that just for fun, although Noah's already looked it up. And we're gonna go to the world map, which is where we're going to find our next clue. So we're looking in Colombia now. I got Bogota, Ecuador. Looks like we're going to Bogota. Alright, it was quite a long flight. And we are in Colombia now. So we have a couple more active buildings. You can see right here we have another one. We also have this arrow on the side scroller, which means there's another active building or two on the side panels. You can see the active buildings on the other panels are indicated by this active scroll button. So let's go into the university. Looks like we're going to the largest city in Brazil, which shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Let's go back to the city real quick. We've gotten 2 city clues, but we haven't learned anything about our suspect. So let's see if we can find an identity clue. So you can see right there we just got an identity clue, which was shown by this little photograph. And this clue is going to help us narrow down our suspects. Every Carmen case has multiple suspects. We can enter the warrant screen here, and we'll see our suspects listed. And all the suspects have specific traits. So let's use another one of our Carmen resources. Let's go to the clue log. And in the clue log you have a list of the 2 cities that we've gone to. And it will list all the cities that you go to during a case. Let's click our travel agency character who gave us that last clue. So it looks like he's a larger fellow. So we're going to go back to the warrant screen. We're going to choose body type, because that is probably what they're referring to. And we have stocky, slim, athletic, towering, and hunched. I would imagine stocky is probably what we're going to be dealing with here. So it looks like we have 2 suspects under Stocky. Alright, so it looks like we're going to Sao Paulo, Brazil, not too far. Alright. Now, just so you guys know, there are 2 options when you're flying. You can take the traditional plane. The traditional plane will count time off the time clock. And you also have the Acme plane, which will go instantly, although it does cost Acme coins to take. So if you're hurting for time on a case, you can always use the Acme plane. So let's see if we got our city right. Oh, well, there you go. There's another identity clue. It looks like he built something called the Steam Donkey. Alright, well, let's see if we can narrow this down a little bit. Seems to me that would be a distinguishing feature. And, oh, no, maybe not. Maybe it's a hobby. Steam Robotics. I'm thinking probably Steam Robotics. So it looks like we've narrowed down our suspect. It's Robert here. So I'm going to click on Robert, and I'm going to get a warrant for Robert, because you need a warrant to complete a case in Carmen Sandiego. If you don't have a warrant, you're probably not gonna complete that case so successfully. In fact, I can guarantee it. So let's see if we can find out where our thief has gone. Alright, so we're looking for the old Jameson's Distillery. Well, like I said before, you can copy this text and you can paste it out into another window. You can ask a friend for help, or you can provide incentive. Alright, Dublin, Ireland. That wasn't too hard. So let's see if our criminal is in Dublin, Ireland. So we're going to click on Dublin. We're going to take the Acme aircraft this time. That was what I was telling you about before. It's 2 coins to spend and you get there instantly. So that actually won't take any time off your clock. We've got our stealth Acme plane. Alright, so we're in Dublin. Let's see if we were successful. Oh, looks like we found our criminal. So since we found our criminal, we're going to click the arrest button. It looks like we were successful. We got the right warrant with the identity clues. We were able to narrow down the cities and go to the correct city each time. We capture a suspect and we gain some experience. We have 2 more options here. We can post our success to the Facebook wall. Tell our friends. And we can head back to the chief's office and do the whole process all over again. One more thing that we need is the case processing timer. The case processing timer is going to allow you to receive your extra bonus. So if you do get an XP bonus from cases, it will take until essentially the next day, until midnight on the next day, to check those in. Now if you wanted to rush the process, you can click this button. You'll spend 3 Acme coins and you'll receive your XP instantly. So that's another feature of Carmen Sandiego. There's a lot more fun things, a lot more options and extra things that players can earn and do on Carmen Sandiego. That's just a brief tutorial. Thank you very much for listening, and if you have any other questions, you can find Noah in the community on Facebook.